think you guys are pretty big into the contest. What is that what this is?
Yeah, so I didn't want to show a real one with our revenue numbers, so I just made a new one this morning with the teams we have set up for our current spiff. Um, so what I had here was just connections made this morning. So contacts where they actually spoke to someone, not just voicemails. And so that's part of it is I can pick, those different metrics really easily from the drop down. If I want to include all calls or just calls where they speak with someone, or if I want to include demos. So here I just took calls where they actually spoke to someone. And I have my teams already set up for a real spiff. We have kind of central US, western US, eastern US, and then our um, Europe team, which includes Australia, because we have a rep there in Sydney. And then we had an SF partner rep, but he's not here today. So the example was, what the average score is, and then you get a first place. We do use this for our revenue spiffs mainly, so I didn't feel comfortable sharing those ones, but it's
So
really easy.
basically,
So
your
what?
guy in this example, it looks like so you're going cross office, so those are teams, and you're competing on average call count, I think. So is that
Yes,
eight
correct.
average? So you can actually have different size teams competing evenly against each other.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure one
So
of these is bigger, right?
yeah, so we look here, um, and yeah, so you can see the reps. There's five on this West team, and I believe the East team may have a couple more, but actually I haven't gone in. Yeah, they have four. So um, that way, with the average metric, it's kind of apples to apples, and you have a more fair comparison. And these took um, the teams I already had, but it honestly takes a minute to make a team. And the competition I did in less than a minute just so we had an example. But if you wanted to make a team, it's really easy. I just went into teams and you just grab whichever one you want. Which, sorry, um, sales teams, and you just pick a person's name and you put it in, and that's it. So if I just wanted to put myself in that team, I could save it, and now I'm a part of the team. So it's really easy, straightforward, and it was not hard to build a competition at all. So
Well, I think one cool thing about the doing team-based averages is like a lot of times, like back when you were at Echo, for example, Chicago's HQ, a lot of people there, but you probably had other offices. And when you have a bigger sales team, for example, one of your teams is probably bigger in San Francisco than maybe the two in Europe. The average contest allow people to compete evenly across sales organization or location. So it's a great kind of spin to say if you do volume, like total revenue, the biggest office is usually going to win. But if you do average, it's a really great way to keep everybody engaged at an office level. So that's one thing I love about offers challenges, and you were kind of doing that on call counts, which I think is really cool.
yeah, another thing, I mean, to that point, at Echo, where you had some very experienced sales reps, and then we'd have brand new reps right out of college. For some of our contests, we would pair up an experienced rep with a younger rep. And so taking an average of those two numbers was also another way to kind of equalize our teams across such a large group. Um, Here, that's certainly less of an issue because we really only had a sales team for about a year and a half. So there's not someone with 20 years of experience getting compared to a kid right out of college. But um, if you have different levels of sales rep, I think that's really helpful too. I mean, it also kind of makes them work as a team, or it was a good way for our senior reps to kind of mentor younger reps by putting them in groups together where their numbers both mattered.